So once you guys hit the entrance of the Moon Keep in Discord, this is the layout, pretty much. Some of you guys have been here before, but Clark and Lois and Kargath, this will be your guys' first time coming in here. And so as soon as you come through the gates, so that is just basically the layout of the place. This is, as soon as you go through the main gate, this is what you would see. So, I have a description here for you. So you guys would have... Yep, sorry.
Just before we go on, just checking the time, like what time is it? It's like midnight, isn't it?
It'll be midnight for you.
Right.
Yeah.
If whatever I'm wearing has a hood, I'm just gonna pull that up.
Okay. Yeah, you both probably will try to stay hidden while you're here a little.
Yeah.
It's been a few years, but yes. So it is still dark. This place it's a little different. Even Clark, everyone would hear about how different this place is compared to everywhere else. There has been significant changes and discoveries and upgrades in the Moonkeep over the years. This is pretty much a modern city. So this city has blended both magic and innovation, which has brought about a new era of wonder. Here in the streets, you will see many new creations, from elaborate spires and towers adorned with glowing runes that reach to the sky. Unlike other cities on Luna 1, the Moonkeep is now also lined with ornate lampposts that radiate a soft ambient light, powered by some newfound non-magical power. It's got crystal clear waterways that go through the city, lit from below by radiant stones that not only illuminate the depths, but also purify the water. So it's, as you're walking through, it's basically like going almost through a city that has water on all sides of the walkways, and it is crystal clear and clean. The heart of the Moonkeep is the Arcane Dynamo. It's a colossal structure at the base of the university. So as you guys walk through, you will see that there is a lot of very large structures here, and some of them just look weird to you because they don't look like anything that has been created by magic. It's a lot of metal, a lot of weird stuff happening inside. As you get closer, I'll let you know. So this, you would not really know much about the Arcane Dynamo, but I'll tell you now. It is an intricate edifice of raw energy that consists of all the moon's ley lines into a display of energy currents that dance across its surface. And there's an ever-present hum that resonates through the air, hinting at a lot of power at play within it. Education and research have flourished in the Moonkeep. The Grand Conflux Library houses tomes filled with arcane knowledge and scientific advancements, where scholars and inventors collaborate to uncover the secrets of this newly harnessed energy source. The city's university offers a curriculum that blends magical theory with electrical engineering, producing a generation of innovators who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. So this place has discovered electricity for the first time. And it's only been about 30 years, 25 to 30 years since it was first discovered. The Moonkeep itself is about 350 years old. So they have integrated their modern discoveries into the keep itself. So stands as a testament to the wondrous possibilities that emerge when the mystical and the modern are intertwined in perfect harmony. But innovation does come with a cost. You would know that many of the Moonkeep's citizens have either been hurt or killed using and understanding this new technology, and there have been protests over its use and lack of safety measures. And at the head of this new discovery is the head architect and head professor at the university, whose name is Artemis Clerk. He is also the one who first laid out the blueprints for the Moonkeep and was instrumental in its construction. So that is the Moonkeep.
So even though Clark's never been here before, he has heard these rumors of the
correct
the electricity and just the power coming from the Moonkeep itself.
Yep, you would know what has been happening, but not how. To you, these words just really don't mean much. It's just, it's like going somewhere for the first time telling you, hey, have you seen this before? It's like, I've heard about it, but I've never seen it. Don't know how it works. To you, you would know, you would have seen artificers before where you were. So you've seen people do certain things with tools that you couldn't really understand, and you would know Lois is one of them. But on a scale this big, this is something new for you.
I think Clark, feeling small, very small in this big city, is actually going to fly probably about 10 feet above the ground. So I know it's late, but he still wants to get a little bit better look as he's trying to navigate his way around.
Okay. Well, as you fly up, you will be able to see the parts of the university. So this is the beginning of the university that you can actually see in the distance. It is in technically the entire middle of the town is the university. And as you fly up and go around, and from the back, you'd be able to see that it is fairly extensive. You'll see 5 different main buildings in the university itself, each pretty much the same size, but they all look a little different. The university itself takes up almost half of the town itself, half of the city.
Has the streets layout changed since Owlick was there?
Not really. You'd know exactly the layout of this place. Few shops would be different, and things would just look more shiny and polished and new. You would know about the how they've discovered the electrical current, but you wouldn't really have dealt with learning about it for yourself, I'll say. You might have been here to help discover it for others. I'll go with that.
In which case I'll follow up with, are there any wanted posters around?
Not officially right where you are, no. Not that you can see. So, looking at the picture of the Moonkeep, the layout, I'll tell you where, what everything is, and we'll just say that Alric's the one that's going to tell you all about this. Let's find where I put it.
I took a quick look at that last picture you posted, and I thought that was like Stormwind Keep from World of Warcraft.
No, completely different than Stormwind. Yep.
Yeah, and it just the cathedral
It kind of looks like
reminded me of
it's
Stormwind Keep.
Yep. All right. So I'm just going to say that this is Alric telling you about the town because he's been here before, or Buster, one of them. Number 1 on that map is the Artemis College. Number 2 is the Tandrin College. I'll send these to you guys. Number 3 is the Magnus College. 4 is the Orator College. 5 is the Lunara College. 6 is the Mayor's House. 7, that is where all the like chapels, churches, anything religious is in that area. Number 8 is the Moonkeep Port. You guys are on a it backs to a like the lake that's right outside. Basically, it's just freshwater fish. It's just a port for fisheries for the most part. Number 9 is the Merchant Quarters. 10, which for some reason isn't showing on the map, that is the entire outer rim. That's basically all the housing. And number 11 is the city guard and jail. So where you guys...
Where did we come in from?
You'd be
bottom side.
You'd be in between 7 and 11 at the top left-hand corner. That would be where the main gate is.
Ah.
Yes. So as soon as you come in, you would have the city guard and jail on your left, and all the churches and everything on your right.
I'll ask Ulrich, do you know of a good place to bed down for the night? Because I don't think a lot of people will be awake this late.
DM help.
You would know of a few places there. Most of them are going to be in and around like where all the nines are. So pretty much anywhere that's a merchant area will have some. You would know like they're just in front of where the city guard and jail is. There is a bunch of inns up there. Basically where all the corner points of the the hexagon in the middle, the 5-pointed thing. Almost on each corner of them, you'd have an inn. There are quite a few. There's probably a good 15 inns in this place. It's quite large. But you would know of a couple that are close, yes. Are you thinking of going to the inn first? Or would you like to deal with Kargath?
Either way, I'll tell them about the inns.
Okay. You would know the names of a couple of the taverns. One is called the Grim Cyborg Tea Room. You also have the Whispering Joker and the Last Flower. So they would be 3 that you would know of in the general vicinity. I'll type them out too. As soon as you guys get through and start taking a look around, Lois is literally going to just look at you guys and go, I think we, before we do anything, we need to get Kargath looked at. I know it's late. I know you guys are tired and want to go to bed, but if we can at least drop him off there, let them deal with him, and then maybe we can come see him in the morning.
Yeah.
I would believe that would be a good idea.
Okay. So Ulrich and Buster would know exactly where to go in this town to get him looked at, which is pretty much to the right of you. So as you guys go, you will notice that there's 8 different buildings. Each one has the symbol of each basically god that is worshipped. The closest one is going to be for people who worship Lunara. And right beside them would be Braxis and Seti, if you have a preference.
Could you just check around to see if there's one for Terra?
Terra, that'd be probably the fifth one in.
Since like goddess of life and all.
Okay. So it's probably like going with the Vardo and a couple carts. The other merchants, the other two guards are just going to, because they don't have Kargath, you're just going to see them head towards the merchant quarter and go to an inn. But Orlin is going to come with you guys and drop off Kargath because he's currently in your cart. So once you guys get there, where do I have it here? All right, so you will see a building. Pretty much these all look identical, other than their colors of each religion and their symbol, their holy symbol on the doors themselves. The doors are always open. They each do have their own set of guards. And as soon as you guys come up to the Terra Chapel, you will be asked by one of the guards saying, what can I do for you guys? It's pretty late for merchants to be out.
My friend, he needs some help. And I will point to Kargath.
Wait here. I will get the headmistress. He's going to point to one of the other guards and go get a litter. So one of the other guards are just going to see you run in to the building, and two of them are going to come out with like a little gurney and try to put Kargath on there. He does weigh quite a bit. You will see them struggle, but they do manage to finally get him on and start bringing him inside the building. As they're going up the steps, this place is pretty big, so like once you guys walk in, you're going to see like 25-foot ceilings. This place is like, it kind of looks like it's all made out of marble, but it's very, very smooth stone. It looks like your normal, average, like old school church, but it is fairly big and you'd almost say pretty. You're going to see this oldish, she's human, long brown hair, brown eyes. She's just in you can tell she was woken up. She's just in a simple gown. Hello, I am Hildegard. I'm told you have someone who's injured. Can I ask what happened and how did it happen? So who wants to tell her how it happened?
Clark, he as they brought him in, he actually flew down and landed and is walking, and kind of walks up to her. And this happened during a battle with these creatures that have been summoned from somewhere, and both myself and my mentor had tried to heal him, and it does not seem to work. So we were hoping that you may have a way of helping him.
I'm going to talk to point to the bite on the leg and say it's grown over the trip here from the battle.
Okay, I don't like any of that. Summoned, you say. Let's deal with that later. Bring him inside, please. I will take a look and see what I can do. So you guys are... She's pretty much going to take you to the nearest area. She wants to get this done quickly if possible. She's just going to basically take you to a room that's got a table. It's probably not the perfect place to do this, but you're going to see the guards put Kargath's body down. You can see he is not doing great. He's shivering. His body is just covered in sweat. And he used to be mumbling. Now he's just silent and he's not moving. She's just gonna she's gonna literally just start using some sort of magic to take like all his clothes and everything off, and she's gonna go to a cabinet and pull in a whole bunch of like bottles and medicine. She's just gonna look at you all and go, "Come back in the morning. I'll see what I can do. I don't want any of you here for this. Can you tell me at least what the creature looked like?" Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it. I'll actually show you a picture of what bit him, sorry.
I can't remember which creature bit him.
This one here. That one. The one that tore apart the horses.
Oh, yes.
I'll try and make a minor illusion sort of image of that.
As soon as you do that, she is going to almost trip over and fall. She's just going to look at you and look at the wound. Okay, I need to call some people. Where are you guys going to be staying? Actually, never mind. Just come back tomorrow. I will do what I can. He's in good hands. So she's basically going to look at the guards, and the guards are going to start taking you guys out of there.
Before Clark is going to, on his way out, say, "Thank you, my lady. May the gods be with you."
She's just going to smile and nod and just give you the shooing motion. I'll do what I can.
And follow the guard.
Okay. So as you guys get back out, you kind of think that Kargath is in the proper hands. Where did you guys out of the taverns want to bed down for the night?
Someplace nice but cheap.
Nice but cheap. Pretty much everything here is the exact same price, no matter where you go on Luna 1. If you want to work for your stuff, you know that you can. If not, for the most part, you're going to be like 5 silver per person. That's for your lodging and your food, so it's pretty cheapish. Like 2 gold will go quite a ways here.
Which is the nicest
Can I
one?
ask where the merchant's going that I'm with?
Sorry, say that again, sorry?
The merchant that I'm with?
Yep.
Where's he staying?
He would probably have his own place in the merchant's quarters. But at this time of the night, he would settle for an inn. He's on his last legs for the day, you can tell. He's not saying much. He didn't even get out of the cart to help you guys.
Can I get a local inn that's got a stable then?
Yeah,
suggest?
They would all have that. So the closest to you guys, if I look at my map... yeah, the closest would either be the Grim Cyborg Tea Room or the Last Flower. They're only like a couple blocks away from you guys.
Well, I'm just going to be like, well, I don't really want a tea, so I'm happy to go for a Last Flower.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, the last flower it is. So as you guys get there, there is a couple spots for you to like park your stuff. You will not really see many people out at this time of the night. Most people are in bed. You will have to wake up the stable boy, who's just literally sleeping in a pile of hay. He's used to doing the overnights, so on occasion he does actually have to work. He's just going to be like about like 14-year-old, but you can tell that he's done this. This is his job, so he's good. He'll probably stay away from the warhorse a little to start, but he does look at everybody and go, "I'll get this sorted. How long you guys staying here for?"
The night for now.
All right. If you don't see me again in the morning, just whoever else is on duty, just let them know what's yours. I'll get this done quick so I can go back to bed. So he's gonna basically take your horses and get everything situated.
And as he does, he's actually Clark is going to pull the gold piece out and kind of make sure that big beast has a good night's rest and hand him a gold piece.
He's gonna look at the gold piece and go, okay, yes sir, thank you, appreciate it.
Give him a month's wage in just a fucking night.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yep. He is awake for the entire night until you guys wake up now. So as you guys get in to the last flyer, it's pretty much your standard in it. You will notice that as you guys come out, there are a couple like lampposts that are attached to it, and you'll see some like energy just pulsing in it, and you don't have no idea. It is not magical. You don't get anything out of it. Just a nice little hum. And you see a bunch of what appears to be copper wiring going from it to a pole and works its way down underneath the ground. And then as you open the door, you're going to be greeted by, I would assume a couple of you know what a furblog is, but maybe some of you don't. But anyway, you see this male furblog just sitting on a bench, smoking a pipe, doing his shift. He's going to see you guys open the door and go, little late, isn't it? You guys just coming into town?
Yeah.
All right.
We had this one heck of a trip.
Well, I can see a little bit of road dust on you, so it hasn't been that long. I've seen worse. How many of you and how long you staying?
5 for the night.
5 for the night. How many rooms? I don't think Lois is going to look at you guys and go, I think I'm sleeping with you folks tonight. I don't. After that, I'm not staying in my staying in the Vardo. So probably 2. Did you guys? Did you want to sleep with to get to know, reconnect, or do that in the morning with Elric?
I was going to stop and have a few drinks with Ulrich.
Okay. So 2 rooms. Your merchant that you've been guarding is just literally going to grab his key and go to bed. He'll look at you and go, I'll leave it open for you if you're staying in there. Likewise, the Lois is literally just going to grab a key and go to bed and tell you guys the exact same. If you guys are going to stay downstairs and drink for a bit, she'll be asleep when you get up there. So if, who all wanted to stay downstairs for a bit and reminisce?
will.
Yeah, I think Clark, not knowing um, him very well, will kind of just sit there and listen.
Okay, so you're not going up right away. All right, that'll work. So you're gonna see the innkeeper come around and look at you guys and go, I'm Serdary. I own this place. What do you want to drink? Do you need food? I got a little bit of, I think I got some stew left I can heat up if you need.
Did we eat on the trip back?
If you ate anything, it would have been just like the dried jerky and stuff like that, or whatever the you got. So it would have been the bread and the travel rations you got from Abigail. So it would have been still pretty good because you do have the pouch with everything in it. Well, Kargath did. I'm assuming you took it off him.
His daily food's our weekly food.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I would like your finest mead, please.
Mead. Okay. I'll just charge it to your room. We'll settle up in the morning. I don't have the head for money right now. So he's gonna... Do you all want mead? Or something different?
Well, just chuck us a house beer.
I'll bring you a sampler. We'll go with that.
I'll grab a small portion of that stew.
Alright. Samplers, mead, and stew. I'll bring that right now.
Emphasis on the small.
I'll put it in a cup.
Perfect.
An espresso cup?
For the three, the size of you guys, everything, yeah, it's going to be small. Probably a little large, but you'll manage. I think by now you'd be used to bigger bowls and stuff. Alright, so after 5 minutes, you get a semi-lukewarm stew and some pretty good alcohol. And he's just going to go off in his corner and have a power nap till he's needed or someone bothers him.
So what brings you guys to Moonkeep?
We are trying to figure out what is going on. The creatures we fought, that was not the first time. We actually fought them in Mizell. And we were sent to figure out exactly what is going on. First place to find information we were told was here.
Sounds a bit more noble than what I was doing, but I suppose we all end up in the same spot somehow.
Yeah. It's not really more noble when you didn't really have much choice in the matter. Lady Tandriel kind of forced this task upon us.
Yeah, but it's not guard duty.
Yeah, guard duty probably pays better.
If it arrives. If the merchant gets to where he's going. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here.
Well, this adventure has definitely given me some ideas for some songs. Let's put it that way.
So you're one of those positive people.
Would have to be. I mean, look what we've come against so far. If you think too negatively, that is all that will happen. Is negativity.
I'm just going to pat you on the shoulder. Just leave it at that with that comment.
Well, not everybody can see things the way I do, I guess. So, how did you two come to know each other?
I'll leave that for him to answer.
Oh, ooh. Where to begin?
One of those.
I'm so sorry, you broke up. I didn't hear a word you just said.
Said, it's one of those, is it?
Yeah.
Just measuring how much we can say.
Well, if you would if you would rather not, that is fine with me. That the fact that
Oh no,
we still have a common goal.
I'm fine with telling you. It's just I'm not sure how happy the organization would be. Let's say we worked on group projects for the organization.
From time to time.
That is understood. And Clark's gonna sit back in his chair and take a slug of mead.
It's pretty good mead, especially after the day and a half. Well, technically 3 days that you guys have had. I don't think there's been a day gone by so far that you haven't been attacked.
I think as I finish my mead, I think I will retire, and the sooner we get the information tomorrow, the earlier start we get tomorrow, the better. I think the more information can be retrieved. I bid you good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Right?
I'm just going to ask Elric when it's the two of us at the table, how much do they know?
Little to nothing.
Sweet. That was pretty much all the ketchup I wanted.
Okay. Yeah, you guys would both know that. Yeah, you're not supposed to pretty much talk about it in mixed company. And even then, since you're both technically out, it's still better not to talk about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we will say that you guys probably reminisce for a good hour, and then hit the hay for the night, because it'd be pushing close to 2 o'clock in the morning by the time you guys go to bed. So did you want to sleep in or get up early? It all depends if you want and need a long rest, or is a short rest going to do you? I'll say that you'll need at least a good 6 hours of solid sleep for a long rest. So that'd be pushing, let's say, 8 o'clock, more closer to 9 o'clock in the morning by the time you wake up if you want and need a long rest.
Before we go to bed, I'll tell Eric that I'll catch up with him at some point tomorrow. I'll get rid of the merchant in the morning.
Okay.
So I'll sleep until the merchant wakes me up.
Okay. That's going to be a while because he can tell is not in a hurry.
Yep.
And Clark would actually be up really early. He has a big concern with Kargath and wants to see the progress that has been made with his healing.
Okay. And Alric, you've figured out already by now, you only need 4 hours.
Yeah, so the second I'm done with sleep, I'll just be down in the bar, find myself a corner, and just keep watch.
Okay. So by the time, we'll just say nothing really goes on at night. The inn is, you could tell by the time when you guys came in the morning that there came in at night, there was a few other carts and whatnot, so you know that the inn is not empty. You'd still be able to tell by the creaks and groans at night that this inn is used quite a bit, and by morning it's probably going to be a hubbub. So a lovely uneventful night. So you guys can pretty much give yourself a full rest. Even if you don't need it, may as well give it to you because you would have been passed out like as soon as your head hits the pillow. And nothing short of being attacked is going to probably wake you up. So we'll say, Alric, you probably would have been up 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, sitting down at the bar. Probably another hour and a bit later, Clark would have moseyed on down to get you. Lois is sleeping in for the first time for her in a while. So it's going to be fairly early in the morning. You will also notice probably by now that there's at least another 20-25 people waking up and around the same as you. Mostly merchants and people that you can tell are just getting ready for the day and going about their business. Some of them are going to you'll see them hurry out the door. They're just basically like you there for the night. So if there's anything you guys wanted to do before Buster wakes up.
Since Clark, from the time Clark gets at us, maybe bring out grandmother's journal again and start flicking through that.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably on your ride here, even though you were keeping watch on top of the Vardo. You would probably had a good couple hours of looking at that too.
And as Clark comes down, he'll say, "Good morning. How was your rest?"
It was good. It was short but restful.
Good.
Yourself?
It was uneventful. I have a big concern about Kargath. I would like to first thing go see how he is doing. If you'd like to join me, you may. If not, that is okay as well.
Yeah. I shall join you whenever you're heading off.
And Clark will motion towards the door and walk out and head towards the chapel where Kargath was left.
Okay, so you two are gonna head out before the other two wake up. All right.
Yeah.
So once you get outside, you're gonna notice that there is quite a lot of hubbub and hustle going around. This place is starting to wake up, and you'll actually see it for the first time in full daylight. It was still like fairly bright out, like when you came here with all the new electricity lights and with the big planet to your still it'd be to your right by now if you guys are turning around. So it's still fairly light out when you came through, so you've still seen most of the city, but now you can actually see it all in its polished glory. Most of it is going to look completely alien to you, Clark. Alric, it's going to look familiar to you, but you still haven't been here in a while, so it's still kind of... You've seen it, but in the back of your mind, it's like, it's still pretty cool. As you guys head towards the chapel, you will notice that it's got a few extra guards there than there was last night. And as you guys get closer and closer and walk up, the guards are going to just stop you and go, "Halt! I have been told no one is allowed in here. They had some issues last night, and we are closed right now. I'm hoping to get an update within the next couple hours, but as of right now, nobody's in or out."
We left our friend here last night.
Ah. I've been told that you guys might be showing up in the morning. I've been told that he is fine, but I've been told that you are not allowed in yet. While our priest was working on him last night, something that was in one of his items or something. Anyway, some part of what he was carrying exploded and did a little bit of damage. Luckily, they had already moved him, but most of his possessions have been destroyed, along with part of the chapel. So until all that is dealt with, you are not allowed in. But I am told he is doing better.
That is not so reassuring.
That is the best I can give you at this time. Maybe come back in a couple hours after things have been cleaned up, and I will try to get more information out of the priestess for you.
Fine. And Clark is actually going to motion Alric like around the closest corner.
Okay.
Right?
That did not sound very good. Now I'm wondering if it was not that runestone that he was told not to touch.
That's the first thing that came to mind. But remember, he chucked something at those frogs before this happened. Might it be whatever he chucked? That had a little rune on it.
Yeah, he had more than one. He did have a couple of them.
Yeah, you would have remembered him picking up 2 runes, one from the first creature that Chester killed in the air, and then the came into the one with all the teeth. The one that he grabbed out of a bag looked different. It wasn't the same coloring or size, so you would know that the one he used to destroy the 2 creatures with was a different type, but you do remember him having the other 2, yes. One of them was in a cloth that was given to you by Abigail the Hag. The other one he just put in something else and inside his pocket.
Should we
If
try
you give
and
me a
get
second.
in?
Well, that was what I was going to suggest. If you give me a second, let me fly up and see if I can spot anything from above.
Okay. How high up do you want to go? And where?
As high up as I can get,
Okay.
and see like the entire roof section to see if that explosion maybe damaged the roof.
Okay. Are you going to try and enter the property? I think is what I'm trying to ask.
Not at this present moment.
Okay. That's a good thing.
This is just a little surveillance first.
Okay. You would be able to tell that on. So you guys went inside to the left. That's where your cargraph was taken. So not too far in, you would notice on the side of the chapel, on the left-hand side, that some of the windows have been blown out, and there is a massive crack on the side of the building. You'd be able to tell it was a significant explosion to do that, because you can tell that this building was like a couple feet thick of stone and mortar. So it was something quite large that happened inside. But from the outside, you wouldn't really be able to investigate much, other than the fact that it was exploded from the inside out.
Well, seeing the damage, I think Clark will try to stealthily enter through one of the broken windows.
Okay. I'm going to need a stealth check at disadvantage because there are a lot of guards around here.
Can I see him try and enter?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
How high off the ground is he at that point?
He'd be probably at least 15 feet in the air, maybe 20, from where he can tell. If he's going up to the top when he looked up, that's at least a good 100 feet in the air, because these citadels are pretty massive.
Is it possible to cast Past Dark Trace?
I would also need a sleight of hand from you at disadvantage because you are in front with a lot of guards. You are at the hubbub of a highly magical spot with a lot of guards out looking for people entering.
Damn.
That's an unnatural 20.
Was that with disadvantage?
Disadvantage, sorry.
Yeah.
Much better.
Okay.
So, still in it.
Clark fails, but you still, you wouldn't really be able to help him much. You would get the pass without a trace off, but Clark would still fail trying to get close. He would be seen. So, Alrak, you're going to be okay where you are, but you're going to have the same guard who told you no. Clark, he's going to literally see you hovering and taking a peek inside, and you are going to be pretty much locked in place by an invisible barrier. He is going to walk up to you. I need a... Yeah, let's just go. He's pretty much going to look at you and go, I understand that you want information on your friend, but like I said, I will tell you when I can. Now, if I let you go, will you go? I promise I will let you know. But I can't have you doing this.
Clark is going to say yes, But at the same time, he's going to actually cast Charm Person to see if. So,
Okay.
if I could get a Wisdom saving throw from the guard.
Okay. Let me. Give me one sec. I didn't think I would need a stat sheet for him, so I didn't have it ready. But I do have. City guard. What is the passive perception on you? Okay. Okay. 16. I rolled 10 plus 6.
And it fails.
Okay.
My DC is only 12.
Oh, at this level, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
At this point, he's going to know you did something. You are going to be detained. So he's not going to drop the spell that is currently on you. You are going to be escorted by 2 people, 2 of the guards. Alric, are you going to do anything about this? Or try to persuade them not to take him?
Sorry, Clark, but I'm going to use the distraction. As soon as I got Trace up, and try and. I've got climbing speed, so I want to try and climb up the outside and through one of the windows.
Okay.
One of the blown up windows.
So you still want to try and get in. Okay. So I need another stealth check with disadvantage again because you have lots of guards in around you. Still. Even with the passive of Trace, it's going to be a lower DC because you had the nat 20 on getting it off.
Even though they're distracted by Clark.
Only a couple of them are. They're still, like, they would have been in the exact same area.
So, plus our Trace, that comes at 26.
Okay, still at disadvantage, so one more. So 19.
19.
Okay. They don't see a little 2-foot-tall brownie climbing and getting in. These are... You're 2 feet tall with a... What is your... Give me 1 second here. I'm going to... So you stealthed up to it. Now I need a dexterity check to see if you can get in. Unless you have anything that lets you climb up like 15 feet.
Oh, I have a climbing speed.
Okay, what is your climbing speed? And like, does it tell you how much you can climb?
It's 40 feet.
Okay.
I don't think it mentions any
Fine.
particular surface.
Being a monk, I will say that you have no issue getting in.
Nimble movement. Climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Okay.
Aren't slowed down by normal difficult terrain.
Okay. Passing that trace is what, an hour, so that's good.
Yeah.
It is bright in the morning. You are now entering a crime scene. I need another stealth check to see if you are seen on the inside, because there are more guards on the inside. That was just to get you in.
Also disadvantage?
No, straight roll.
So that's a 24.
Okay. So, what are you looking for as you crawl through?
The stones. The stones with the wounds on.
Okay, so you're basically looking for his equipment and whatnot.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, any signs of what happened, but
okay.
The equipment's the main focus.
All right. So as you get through, remembering what the layout of the place was when you first came through in the last night, you will see the table that Kargath was put on. He's not there anymore. The board that he was brought in is not there anymore. You will see a bunch of dried blood on the table. You will see the remnants of all his clothing that was cut off and taken is now in shambles. The only thing that seems to have survived is the bag that he was holding, that he pulled a rune out of himself, and the napkin that the hag had wrapped up one of the runes in. Those are the only things you can see. What you also see is pretty much scorch marks everywhere in this room. It looks like and smells like the exact same thing that was in the summoning circle. Give me a straight intelligence check.
Well, that's a 2.
Okay. Other than that, all you can tell is something exploded. All his gear and equipment are gone except for anything that was magical on him. So the rune pouch that he had and the napkin that Abigail had wrapped the rune up in, that's the only thing that is left. Whether or not he still has clothes on him, he's not here. But that is all you can see in the general vicinity.
And there doesn't appear to be anyone around.
You would have a couple guards at the main door, but from where you are, they haven't seen you yet. But you can see them. And there's no other
Would it be
storage.
easy to get around to the sack and the napkin?
From where you are in the room, if you drop down, yes, you'd be able to pick them up without anyone seeing you, as long as you didn't make any noise.
I will try and do that.
Okay. So
Maybe just check the room back. Oh no. Yeah.
For you can do. I'll say you can get to it. I will just need a sleight of hand from you to make sure you don't make a sound grabbing it. Because you do have like 20 feet away from you a couple guards. 14's good enough. So I'll say that you can pick up his bag of runes, well, or just bag that he had, and the handkerchief. Now what would you like to do?
I take it the rune with the stone on it's not in the handkerchief anymore.
It is not, no.
Well, I'm gonna push my luck. I'm gonna try and get out.
Out the same way?
Out the same way.
Okay. I'll say with your stealth getting in, you'll be fine. I need another stealth check after you exit to see if you are seen. You still have your pass without trace, so
Disadvantage?
no, you'll be at advantage because they didn't see you going in. Okay, so 24, you're good. So yeah, you get in, grab, and get out with no one the wiser. And in that time that it took you to do that, Clark is nowhere to be seen. You would surmise that he has been taken to the city jail for trespassing and attempting to charm a guard. And I think we're going to end there.
That sounds like a good place.
Because I did not think you were going to do that, and I don't have the city jail set up yet.
I
Is
was
that your,
going
is that your
what
first
the hell, I'll
crime?
give it. Yeah,
Welcome to the club.
and I failed.
Yep. Fun, though. You tried.
I was waiting for both of you to end up in prison.
I know, me too. Without the pass without a trace, you were screwed.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, that was awesome, guys.